Well, we will celebrate the full moon. And also, we will watch your pictures. You have very nice pictures in the community pictures. So we will have also this segment of this live stream. Community pictures. We also will have the breaking news. And we will talk about the penumbral lunar eclipse, not watching it. And it Aquarius that it's the peak tonight. But I'm not pointing towards the Aquarius because it's not good tonight to watch, and it will be later in the night. It's too late, the peak. It's not worth it in my position here. Now we can't see the penumbral eclipse, lunar eclipse, because in my region it passed already. It was during the day and the moon was below the horizon, so I couldn't watch it. If it was the moon, it was up in the sky even during the day, we could point the telescope and watch it. So we will not watch that. We will watch though the moon, full moon, celebrate the flower moon with this telescope, the 6-inch Virtuoso telescope that is outside. It has a larger field of view, so it's better. Also the refractor that I have behind me, it's a good choice for the full moon, the full disk of the moon. We will not do imaging sessions, we will just celebrate the full moon, have a chat, talk about the penumbral eclipse, talk about it Aquarius, the breaking news, your pictures, and have fun tonight. With the Dobsonian power. Dobsonian power. Abiosis, Rita, West Coast Winds, Obscurity, Book Davis, Howdy, Mazif, Quasar, Jelloman, Book Davis, Samir, Astrothebe, a good title for this live stream. Okay, first things first, I have the 6-inch in horizontal, pointing to Polaris, just to a rough alignment. I will connect it, and then pointing to the moon, and we talk. So I will do the start hopping. These nights have been super windy here and with the moon, so the Virtuoso is my salvation. Well, that and the refractor, but for deep sky will be the Virtuoso. We are covered. So first let me connect the Wi-Fi. Did you enjoy the last live stream with Stephen Miller? The reaction. Hello, Mark. Random things. So scene scan. Not peep. Maybe we can watch a cluster or something. So connect. And alignment. 1-star alignment. Polaris. Begin. Was awesome. Steven was great. I'm glad you enjoyed. connect the camera. I will have to focus. So open Shark Cap. Don't forget, tomorrow we will have the members only live stream at the same time. And we will test the sequencer. This powerful tool, as you can see, I click and it does it all. Bam! Well, it seems almost focused. This is with a focal reducer. Although we are watching the moon, but we will not do any imaging, otherwise I will not use it. I will use rather nothing or a Barlow. But it's just to have the moon on site. And in case we have, we are lucky and have some Eta Aquarids meteors here. They predict 15 per hour maximum on the north hemisphere, but only late in the night. I will be sleeping that time. I will just fine-tune the focus to see if everything is all right. This is not Polaris. Oh. This is not Polaris. Let me see the finder. Polaris is up. I will move the telescope up first. This Virtuoso is very handy for these nights with strong wind. Well, actually, satellite. Another one, Starlink. Starlink. Okay, it's on Polaris. Let me fine-tune the focus. Well, it seems focused. Let's see. Another one. Did you see so many satellites? Good session. Yeah, and he posted 2 pictures. He sent me also the links. And he said he will be posting more. This is moving, but less than the other session. You see, I was just fine-tuning this focuser. It's the first time that I feel I have to place more Teflon tape on this focuser to get stiffer, because with time the Teflon in a thread needs to be replaced or to add more. Okay, let's find the moon. The last time I did it, I forgot to take off the cap. So star, solar system, moon, go to. Behind the space, how do you move your telescope on your PC? With this application, just this application. We download it, it's the SceneScan. You can move it from the mobile, smartphone, spot on the moon. And also from the desktop. They have 2 versions in Android, or I think they have for iPhone also. Let's now decrease, because this is 2 seconds. We have to decrease a lot. It's not that centered. I will have to move again. I think it's below, because this light comes from below, you see? So I will move the telescope down. When we are working, for instance, with Barlows to find planets, it's a way to do it. The trick is to find this where this light comes, because the planet is overexposed, so we don't crank down the exposure until we find the planet. Quasar, thank you for renewing the membership for 15 months already. Very nice.
Thank you.
So we first let the telescope, this works also with the moon, you see. If it was a planet, it would be smaller, but the same effect. It's a trick to find the objects. And then, yes, we crank down the gain and the exposure. Okay, I'm leaving the gain at 250. The exposure, and now I will touch the colors. I hope I don't forget this for the next session, but we have a more natural color of the moon. For people that are not used to watch the sky as we do here, so they can enter the live stream and watch the moon as it should be. Now, the field of view with a reducer, a cheap focal reducer, is this. I will move a bit up, so the telescope down. It's a bit overexposed here, so I will crank down a bit the exposure. It's right now a 0.2 milliseconds, super low. Like this, a beautiful flower moon. Obscurity uses the 25mm eyepiece to find the planets, then switch to the Barlow. And 5mm. Yeah. Usually we do that. Now let me... You see, it's very simple. The SceneScan application, we download it. We just connect the Wi-Fi. You go to the Wi-Fi of your smartphone or your laptop and just search for the SceneScan connection. And it connects right away to the telescope. It's very, very nice. So you see no penumbral lunar eclipse. Actually, I think this was a very weak penumbral lunar eclipse. I will show you. Just stabilizing the image. Because the go-to. See? The moon goes up. I click on up. To the telescope go down. I do the opposite. Moving a bit up. Let me just decrease the air conditioner. Because it's super hot here. Yeah, BIOS is the app. It didn't work on your PC? The app? BIOS. On the left, here. We can check it out. Did you set the lunar tracking on? No, Ray, because it is set automatically when here in the SceneScan, when I choose the moon, you see this symbol here? Oh, no. Here, you see the symbol of the moon? Here. It's automatic. When I choose the moon, go to the moon. He points with this speed. If I choose a planet, or if I choose the sun, or if I choose a deep sky object, it changes. Sidereal, lunar, point and track, no tracking. It does automatically. It's very nice. It's moving up the moon. Now the tracking is never perfect. Let's see if now it's stabilized. You're talking about this, no? Isn't it the blue lake? Or whatever it called? Isn't it? Anybody knows here? Let me check. Moon, blue, lake. You see in the images. One with all the moon. The full moon or a map. Come on. Ina. Let's compare. So Ina should be... Okay. No. Ina is, but it's there. Ina, it's... Should be here. No, this is not. Let me see if they... Yeah, give it a thumbs up. Thanks, Obscurity. The bright spot is Aristarchus crater. Do you know about the moon, Astrothebe? There's a website, I don't know if I have it here, of NASA moon. Could be tracks. Let's see. Solar system tracks. I showed you already. Planets, the moon. Let's see if it's this software. Moon track. You see, it's very nice, this software from NASA. It's on its track.nasa.gov, and then you choose the planets. I show you some. One of these days I showed. Skip tutorial. Now we have here, I remember to watch, not this. .3D globe. Like this. Let's see if it has the... So the bright one was... I'm not sure if I'm pointing this well. Should be like this, no? I'm not an expert on the moon, to be fair. So these are those Mare Tranquillitatis or something, no? Hold on, Stellarium has that also. Let me see if Stellarium is easier. When they start to complicate the things, I give up. Let's open Stellarium. To see if we find what's this weird bright thing. Should be a crater reflecting, but... What's here, a moon? We have also the May Librids on Libra. It's a smaller meteor shower. Let me see if I can take this off. No. 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 Doesn't disappear. the designations. I have to do it on the settings. It's a cumbersome. Should be here. A button. This is right. This image is not matching. No, it is. It is matching. It's here. It's this. Ah, you said the Aristarchus, yes. The winner is Astrothib. Aristarchus. Well done, Astrothib. I'm sorry, I was not thinking very well. Ward Clement, loving what I'm doing with the moon tonight. Well, I know some people love the moon. I like the moon also. Sometimes I just don't image the moon too much because it has loads of processment also. But sometimes. But you have nice pictures of the moon I saw on Discord. By the way, join us on Discord to post your pictures in the community. To participate in the community pictures, just join us on Discord and post your pictures there. It's free and you get much more engaged with the Dobsonian Power community. So, Aristarchus. One I learned already tonight. In a few full moons or moons of observation here with you, I will know all the moon. Step by step. I don't want to know it all. And the big ones here. Tranquilitatis. Well, I know something. Mare Tranquilitatis. Here, at the right. When I image the moon, I just take a snapshot and that's it, Ray. Sometimes I watch it visually and we see it so well visually, no? That I don't know. Sometimes I like to test the magnification on the moon. To magnify. Hi, Joaquin. So I want to show you something. So, because the lunar eclipse, the penumbral lunar eclipse, was already here, you don't see it on Europe, United States, Brazil, nothing. But on Asia, they still can see, and it is different. It's not like the Aquarids, that it's at the same time on all locations. This is different. They will be watching after us the lunar eclipse, so they still are on time. So for the people that join us and doesn't know very well what's the penumbral eclipse, a lunar eclipse can be total, partial or penumbral. Okay? A lunar eclipse can only happen when there is a full moon, and it occurs at least twice a year. So this is basic but very important information for us to assimilate, the ones that are not used to these terms, these designations. So we have the total, the partial and the penumbral. And here is a good image of it. Very simple, as I like. Okay, total eclipse. We are here, Earth. The sun is here and the moon is on the other side. So the light from the sun is covered by the Earth and covers the moon. This is the simple one. The entire moon passes through the full shadow of the Earth, because the Earth sends the shadow here. Light at the left, shadow at the right. And here the usual blood moon that we call, or red moon or blood moon. Blood moon has more impact. Then this is a simple one, no? The total lunar eclipse. Then we have the partial lunar eclipse, which is when part of the moon passes through the full shadow. So instead of being behind the Earth, it's only a bit. So the shadow catch only a part of the moon, that's why it's partial. These two, the total and the lunar, often people know, even that they never saw a lunar eclipse, often people can think fast and think, okay, total is when it's the full moon, and partial it's a part, because of the designation is very simple. But if you, many people, if you ask about the penumbral, they don't know. And it's simpler than it seems. The partial is like this, okay? A part of a moon. So the blood moon, the partial, and this is the penumbral. We almost can't see. And today's penumbral lunar eclipse was very weak, for sure. So the sun is at the same side, the Earth, and the moon is... The moon passes only through partial shadow. And here is when they call the penumbra region and the umbra. So the penumbra is this region. I hope I'm not telling it wrong. The penumbra is this purple region. And the umbra is this one. If it goes to the umbra, it goes to a total eclipse. As it is not here or at the middle here, where is the partial, it's here, where slightly have a bit of shadow of the Earth. Slightly. That's why it's very faint. Let's see if I told right. If they have here. The blood moon. How to watch. Yeah, I told right. Okay. Here we have another example in the lunar eclipse. It's what we are studying. The sun, the Earth, the shadow is this darker blue here, and this triangle here is the penumbra. Penumbra is where, when the moon is located here, it's the penumbral eclipse of the moon. And now, for the people from Asia, which most of them are sleeping right now, So in my zone on Portugal, by the way, we are watching the moon from here. Planet Earth, continent Europe, country Portugal, region Algarve, 37 latitude, Bortle 5. Noko, welcome to this community. Barlow lens to buy for a 8-inch. You can't make a decision. Of course. 250 is it's the millimeters, the measure of the aperture of the telescope. Adam, I'm a moon newbie, completely do not know. The moon was always subject of my complaints because it kills. Yeah, but you know, that's why I like to do also this live stream of the moon has different purposes. But one of them is to, even to me, I do this to me and reflects to you, is to take the chance instead of, because it's human nature, we tend to, I complain about the moon, oh it's the moon, we have to wait to watch the objects and so on, and I complain with you. But I'm doing this exercise also to have an excuse to turn that feeling, which is a negative feeling, into a positive one. You understand? So even to me, while I'm doing this to you, I know that it will come to me also, that feeling. So I'm having here a good time with you, with a full moon, and doing astronomy and talking about things that I like with you. So you see, life is, we can, and we learn a bit. I'm not an expert in the moon. There are people that grab an eyepiece and point to the moon and they know everything is there by memory. I don't. And I don't have that goal also. But to learn one thing here, another there. Umbra is shadow, penumbra is outer shadow. You see, a better designation. Yes, Joaquin, annular is only on the sun eclipse, solar eclipse. By the way, now Joaquin, you remember me. The ones that buy from my merch stores, where I have this beautiful merchandise, okay? Make sure, first, thank you for supporting the channel, having the Dobsonian Power clothes. Make sure when you buy, if you are from Europe, buy from Europe. If you are from United Kingdom, I have the 3 links, United Kingdom, Europe and United States. If you are on Europe and buy from United States, you will have those regular problems to pay the taxes from import or something. You have to pay as you were buying anywhere from United States, because you are on Europe. So make sure if you are on Europe, buy only on the site that has the flag of Europe. I have the 3 together. On United Kingdom, make sure you are in United Kingdom. And United States, from United States, don't buy from here because you will pay taxes also. And thank you. One of the new design, one of the hoodies were not very, actually I don't have them here. All the clothes of the new design with the Dobsonian are excellent. I bought some, but it's summer now, and I didn't buy hoodies. but Joaquin showed me the image was not perfect, and I removed them all only from that design. I will leave only the t-shirts, they are, and the caps, everything. They are very, very good and with a good print. Joaquin, I think it was the it's a thick one, and the Dobsonian is very large. But anyway, it's not bad at all. Ina is a peculiar small depression, says West Coast Winds. West Coast Winds. Crater in IAU. Ray. I was watching the moon last night with my Revolution 2 imaging camera. Do you have a R2, a Revolution 2 imaging camera? Interesting. It's nice too. Well, it's not so powerful as the cameras are now, but it's very user-friendly, no, and good to watch things in real time. What little blue bag, Book Davis? What are you talking about? Looks useful. Yeah, because Joaquin, you because I have 3 links and you clicked on one, that's why I have the flags there. Because if it were on Europe, if you don't like, you can return. Now you can return either ways, but after paying the tax, I don't recommend. And besides, the image I saw, it was not perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. And it's beautiful. And thank you for supporting supporting the channel also.
Thank you.
It was the first camera you bought, Ray. You like it for star batteries and EAA? Very simple and good enough to see several objects. Yes, I think so. I think so. I was at the beginning. The first camera I bought was the 224. This one. Very cheap. No, this is the 294. This one. Small sensor. But before I buy, I was wondering if the Revolution Imager. No, it's the name 2. Revolution Imager, no, was a good fit because it seems easy to use and it has like a screen that you can watch right away, and it was my goal. But then I compare, I always do that. I strongly recommend everybody from beginners to advanced users, because advanced users usually forget this. Always, before you buy a telescope, a camera, a filter, whatever, always search on the internet for the results. For instance, I ordered it, now I will receive next week to test here. I ordered a quad band filter from Altair. But it's a filter that it's not very used. It is from United Kingdom. It's not from United States. The brand is not so known. And the first thing I did before, because I paid. My sponsor don't have my sponsor AstroArt Finland doesn't have that filter. So I decided I wanted that filter. So I decided to pay for it. I ordered it. But before ordering, I was searching the results on the internet, and I saw especially the results for my kind of setup and my kind of observation, which is EAA, not astrophotography. So I wanted to know what can I expect using this on EAA. And I feel safe to know that it will work. I can make it work. If others could make, I will make it work. That's how I think. So I don't feel any fear that I have to return it or something. Because it will work. Always do that. And the Revolution Imaging or Imager, it's a device, it's a previous device to the ZWO cameras. It's not so good. It's very handy because it is... Let me see if we have an image here for you to see the ones that don't know. Revolution didn't pop. Imager. You see? Straight away you get pictures. But if you watch these pictures, for instance, hold on. This is very important. They are very noisy. This is good for start, as Ray did, and it's very handy. You see, they are not well defined. You see, all of them you can watch, but it's not the same thing as a ZWO camera. And it's this product. You see, it's very nice because the product itself, you see, it has a screen, a TFT monitor already. It comes with it. Then you insert the camera with full of cables, of course, but the remote, you see. My second one, yeah, Ray does all the... Ray is like... Ray is like the... how do they call the... in the hold on. You will understand. The runners. Let me see if we have here. Yes, this. Ray, you in astronomy, you have loads of experience. You are like these guys. Like these guys here running, and each of these wood obstacle or whatever is the material, it's a new product. This is the Revolution Imager 2, then the ZWO 120, and then the other cameras and so on. And now you run until the end. You have all these products, hurdles. And this one was one of the first ones. So the camera is not so powerful. But it's very handy. This to do outreach or something. Now we have the... again, another product. It's the Dwarf and the Vespira and all those products come to replace with a new wave of telescopes, of watching, of EAA, because the Revolution Imager is not a telescope. It's an analog, yes. It's an analog, Ray, yeah. I wonder why didn't you buy a Stalin or a Vespera or a Dwarf or something? Maybe you stopped already to... Steve Miller had the first camera, a DSO-1. I don't even know that. I don't even know that camera. DSO-1 camera. Oh, but this is good. Explore Scientific. It depends the one that you bought. What was the sensor size? Hey, Boas Live. Yes, we have beautiful sights of the moon. Tonight is the moon. Don't forget the members. You will have tomorrow the live stream to break down that sequencer. It will be a chill live stream. You can join on camera. You will see. You know already. It's members only. You can become an exclusive member of this channel and have access to unique information, content and features. Be one of the pillars of this channel. Looks amazing, the moon. Actually, that's why visual is so nice. Well, visual without anything. Watching the moon outside tonight, it's a bit more orangish, but so intense the color that captivates you, that attracts you to. You go outside and you tend, at least us, not the regular people. I think I don't know, but at least us. We go outside and straight away our eyes go to the moon. It's incredible. The power of a full moon. The flower moon. Flower moon because of the spring. The flowers. Epic Crown, the moon had a penumbral eclipse a few hours ago. I missed it due to the clouds. I'm glad you have the clear skies. I couldn't watch it here. It was below the horizon during the day. Corn Moon too. Probably one place that that has good designations. It's Almanac. Almanac. Flower moon. Watch the full flower moon bloom. Why is it called the flower moon? Should be no surprise, they say, of course. Flowers spring forth across North America in abundance this month. And then they usually do provide the other names. Alternative. Arrival of spring. The Cree names are Budding Moon, Leaf Budding Moon, Planting Moon in Dakota, Lakota, Egg Laying Moon, Frog Moon, as well as the Oglala term Moon of the Shedding Ponies. I don't see the term you used. Due to the Mayflowers, of course. No, it doesn't change, Boas, the color. The colors change in the lunar eclipse, the total eclipse. Frog moon. The colors change here. I will show you the colors. Where is it? Ah, here. You see? This color, this is the blood moon. And it happens when it is a total lunar eclipse. It gives this tint to the moon. The partial is like this, and the penumbral we almost can't see. The best one is the total eclipse. Ah, and people from Asia, you see, they say here the time. So many heads. Let me see. People from India and so on. See, it passed already. It was during the day. Mine. But they say here. You see, this is the map where you can see. You can see the here. India, China, Australia, Japan. Everything here. But I think I saw the hour is later on Asia. But I don't know. It will be during their day. Because of the time zone. Here. The eclipse will also be visible from Eastern Asia, Indonesia, Australia and Southern New Zealand. However, for these regions, the eclipse occurs after local midnight. So the calendar date will read Saturday, May 6. We are on 5. It will read there, in their places. Saturday, May 6. For parts of Japan and New Zealand, the moon will set while still immersed in a penumbral shadow. For the rest of the world, this event will happen during the daylight hours with the moon below the horizon. Hence, the eclipse will not be visible, as I had the opportunity to confirm today. But for us was day 5. It was today. For them it will be day 6. It's different. While for instance, the Eta Aquarids now, you can see the Eta Aquarids at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning. Tonight. Me in Portugal, 2 o'clock in the morning. You in the United States, 2 o'clock in the morning you go outside. In Brazil, in Australia, 2 o'clock in the morning, because it's different. I think I don't have something to show you, but and this is the Aquarids that are the rest of the Halley, the comet, and the other side, the debris, now is the Aquarids, and the other is the Orionids. It's also from the same. It does like this, the orbit, and the Earth at the middle. Well, I should have a map here. And one side is the Aquarids now, and the other side, when it turns, it's the Orionids. I think it's October. I'm not wrong. We call Kangaroo Moon here. Epic Chrome. Ray is calling the mosquitoes moon. Ray, use the spray. Thanks, David. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. Now, before your pictures, I want to open the breaking news.
Breaking news.
Something I want to show you, especially if you like astrophotography. Something that I found very interesting. This is on France. Musée de la Photographie. 100 years of astrophotography. I will summarize it. Well, I could copy this to ChatGPT. Okay, just for the people that does astrophotography, I bet some of them don't know this. Astronomy, rich in an history of more than 5,000 years. 5,000 years. Is one of the oldest sciences. Astronomy. She has often been linked to religion. And, unfortunately, for many years and millenniums, associated with astrology, of course. That's why we still have people asking us if we know the zodiac. They don't understand the difference. In the 18th, the Enlightenment marked the separation of the two disciplines. Okay. In the Neolithic period, most monumental megalithic sites were observatories. Stonehenge, etc. So astronomy has fascinated many civilizations, and it's still now. Okay? It is very much studied by the Mayans. This is all astronomy, not astrophotography. When I was at school, I didn't like history, but now I like. Let's see where the... Saturn, 1979. Here. The community pictures, that time. Saturn, 1979. The rings of Saturn, here. 1973. This is history. Total solar eclipse at the left. Spiral nebula. 1920. Cygnus Wall. These were the first pictures. North America. Tadpole, 1933. I was not even born. Pleiades, 1932. The Needle Galaxy. Better than many that we see. Now, this enters in the astrophotography. Hold on, that I'm reading for summarize only, to enhance only what I wanted to. Okay, the first stellar photograph was made 10 years later in 1850, 19th century. At Harvard University. This was the first stellar photograph in 1850. Then the technique was limited shooting because they needed longer exposure times. You see the astrophotography? And to compensate the rotation. So the first challenge the astrophotographers had was the duration of the exposure, was the real challenge at the beginning. You see, astrophotographers? You see? So, from then, many astronomers turned photography into the service of science. And I mentioned some of them who contribute. Now for astrophotographers. In 1887, a project Carte du Ciel. Do you know that name? Does that name make sense to you? Carte du Ciel? 1887, the project born. That's why the software is so user unfriendly. It's still on that date. Carte du Ciel, Paris. Map of the sky. Morehouse Comet in 1908. Amazing. Andromeda Galaxy, Trifid. First, this was in 1950, 1910. Lagoon. Horsehead Nebula, 1920. 1920, the year my grandfather born. Incredible. Cis Palomar Observatory in California. 1950. So then they move on and they go to another part of the story. 1970s. It became more important. Radio telescopes. You see the story of astrophotography in a quick glance. Supernova. And then contemporary space photography. And now we have here the DSLRs working. By the way, I heard that DSLRs are reaching the limit. They are being discontinued by some brands like Sony. They will keep betting on mirrorless cameras. So if you have a DSLR, keep it, but don't buy one. They will be over soon. So this was a bit of history, which is also... When history... I didn't like at the school history. I had to study a lot and it was a cumbersome. But when history, now that we grew up and like to understand the things, and the things today have much to do with the past, a lot to do with the past. If we can sometimes just capture a bit of information, we don't need to know it all to study all the history, but a bit of information about what we are doing, which is astronomy, and you astrophotography, well, and me also. Roman, yeah, this what was the website, just for the record, just the name. It's in France. Musée de la Photographie. It's the museum of the photography. Let me see the main. Yeah, it's photography. Photography. And now we will watch your pictures.
Community pictures.
I'll keep them on here. The UPS that I have connected, supplying the power to the Virtuoso, I don't remember to charge it. Last long. Let's open Discord. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. As we are in full moon, we can take the chance for your pictures. Yeah, looks great, Quasar, the moon. I saw beautiful pictures from the community. Here we saw those ones. Here, the YouTube sign here. Okay, Astrothebe. I love this nebula. The Iris Nebula. The dark dust is very noisy and my guiding collimation was all over the place. And then unexpected rain. Oh. Trouble. You had trouble. I love this nebula. The Iris Nebula is beautiful. I can't zoom this. Yeah, I can. It's a bit slow. Yeah, it's a bit noisy, but look, this nebula usually is a bit noisy. It takes loads of time. I hope this one with a refractor could get a good one. And then it starts slowly to to make it pop here and here and here. I think it has here also. Oh, no, it's here and here. It will pop more. Yeah, collimation. Yeah, it was off. Doesn't matter. It's a beautiful one, either ways. Arek. First peek of the sun I took. Nice one. We can see 2 spots here. Was with an eyepiece. 3 spots and 1 here at the top. Look. Very well. And Birdman Cat Daddy with the SV Bony 80ED and a bunch of stuff. Topazina, okay, the post-processment. This is the lagoon and the tri-feed. No? It was broadband. It was narrow band, no? We can't see the blue here. Why is that? Let me see the filter. L Ultimate. So the L Ultimate enhances the hydrogen, but it cuts a lot of the blue. Look. Then enhance. That's why in astrophotography we mix filters. But look at the detail here. This one we can see very well. Let me see. Well, kind of. Loads of detail of the lagoon. The lagoon is a beautiful nebula. We will watch it soon. A wreck again with the smartphone, the moon. Nether Tamer. The Gassendi crater. I love when you take pictures of the moon and you named it. You name it. 3x barrel, 10-inch knob with a 585 MC color camera.
Dobsonian power.
The Dobsonian power in action. Beautiful. Mazif with a M101H alpha and O3 filter. Beautiful. Loads of detail on this nebulae. You can see clearly all the colors. The hydrogen, the oxygen, the dust, this brown dust, the core, it's not overexposed, it's balanced. Loads of stars here and here. Very nice, Mazif. And then obscurity with the moon again. All done with the phone. This one is better focused than the other previous one. Obscurity again, well focused. By the way, let me see if we still have the moon there. Still there. It's tracking well, you see, the Virtuoso has this... I don't know, sometimes it tracks so well. Look how well it is tracking now. With a rough alignment. Yes. Arek, again the sun. A video. From the beginning. Nice video. Time lapse. Astrocade. M101 also. 20 minutes. Skywatcher 8-inch. Very nice. Very nice. I like the colors. Lots of detail also. Very nice. Well, this is a personal preference. Actually, between this color and the color of Mazif in the middle will be, in my opinion, the perfect to me, because each one has different tastes. It's nothing to do with the quality. The quality is here with the details. It's a very good one. It's a difference between the quality and what we like to watch. Look at this one from Birdman Cat Daddy. The rosette. It's good on the rosette. Look at this one. The refractor is very good for the rosette. I suppose it was a refractor. It's very good for this nebula. Amazing, full of hydrogen. Yes, it was a refractor, of course. And Astrocade. Hold on. My girlfriend was also able to get a first light on her brand new rig. 66mm telemirror refractor with a ZWO 585. Congratulations to your girlfriend, because this is amazing. Eh? The Whirlpool Galaxy. A bit more of saturation will be even more impressive. But it's very nice. You could capture here. When you can capture here this faint detail, it means it was a good one. And now Scorpio with a Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
Thank you, Joaquin. "10-second subs." Very nice. Another one. A hard one here. And here you see we with the Dobsonians we have hard moments trying to capture the large nebulosity, large wide field nebulae with faint nebulosity. It's very hard, very hard. The moon from Scorpio also. And Mars. We laugh. Angular size of 5.53, 6-inch Dob, 3x barrel. Mars C camera and infrared cut filter. It's a very nice one. Very nice for a 6-inch. And Birdman Cat Daddy. A planetary nebula. A Bell 39. Bluish, almost perfectly spherical planetary nebula in Hercules constellation. That one is hard. Very nice, but you can see the star at the core. Could capture it. Birdman Cat Daddy, again Elephant Trunk Nebula. Good one for a refractor also. Look at the detail. The wider the field, the better here with this nebula. Capture more contrast. You can see better and you hide better the defects, of course. Here a mono. And Ray with his hero, the 11-inch Raza. The Boats Galaxy and the Cigar Galaxy. You like a lot these ones, Ray. Thanks, Quasar. Astrocade. Again, the M101. Another excellent one. You see? You see this color balance? It's very nice. You see? It's hard to watch in a video, but it needs a bit of the reddish here. It lacks. It's very nice. This nebula, this galaxy, it's amazing. Astrocade, 3 hours and 38 minutes. You use, I suppose, it's Affinity Photo, no, Astrocade? As far as I remember. The Raza with a 2600 camera, very nice. Very nice detail here. The needle. Nice detail. The Galaxy, Needle Galaxy. And here it is. You see the rest of the nebulosity of the Iris Nebula. This one was zoomed. Birdman Cat Daddy. And Mark, Canada. The Hercules cluster with the Quattro 6-inch. Very nice one. The stars with the natural colors. Here the galaxy that we can see. A good one. This looks like diamonds in the sky. Good, good, good. And Ray again, the Boats and the Cigar Galaxy. A nice one here. Well done here. And the sombrero. This one is... Thanks, Boa. Let's remember the name. And okay. I'll leave it like this. Remember, you can join Discord and participate in this. I always pick the pictures. The others will be in the next live stream, the public one, not the members only tomorrow. And I see you all the members tomorrow, and the other people that are not members of this community, and you that are watching, I will see you next week in the next live stream. Thank you very much for being here. It was a very nice moment with you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.